Do you remember the first time you ever found diamonds? That blue glow lighting up your eyes, an incomparable sensation, the excitement of endless possibilities. What if I told you that same feeling that hundreds of millions of us have felt was all built on one big lie? Let's go back to finding our first diamonds. Instead of being overwhelmed by an ethereal turquoise, a lustreless whitish grey ore in a deep slate kimberlite backing is staring right back at you. This is the reality of some of your most fond memories. Hello and welcome to my... Wait, just a minute. Sorry for taking up your time. First of all, I just want to say sorry, my voice sounds awful, I'm currently ill. Secondly, if you're currently typing a message in the comments like, but Minecraft is, not an accurate game, there's a dragon and water physics and blah blah blah, all this stuff, I completely understand and respect that, but it will make more sense further on in the video why that this is a lie and how it does not match up with the current things in it. Thirdly, I have tried to do this with a script so many times, so if it is not perfect, I'm sorry, I did it off script. I will show you the failed script attempts here, there's about 50 of them. Finally, I hope you enjoy and like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Struxo out. My name's Struxo and I'm a studying gemologist. I'll put a show of what a gemologist is. Let's have a little look at why the diamond is a lie. Also, I'm a little bit sorry for ruining your memories, but this is useful information, so let's get into it. First of all, you know what the original diamond looks like. It does look like an egg. You can look right here, they are pretty much exactly the same. And yes, I know the turtle egg was added quite a long time after the diamond, but even the normal chicken egg still looks pretty similar to the diamond. Yes, I know you could probably find other things that look like other things in Minecraft, but let's look at what diamonds actually really look like in the real world. So, first of all, the most common kind of shape of diamond which comes out of the ground is a resorbed / irregular habit of a diamond. It just kind of is a bit of a mess, it's kind of going everywhere. It's pretty ugly, so I can understand why you might not want to use this as your default. And second, we have the mackle. This is a bit more interesting. This is kind of a triangle shaped kind of thing. Not many items in Minecraft which are kind of this triangular shape, but still, it's quite not really the well-known one. And finally, we have the octahedral habit. Now this one is great. It is a perfect shape. It is really interesting to look at, and it would make a lot of sense if this was the actual diamond shape. So that is why I have used this shape as my kind of diamond. I did quickly realize that I'd missed out these things here. I know a lot of people have seen this in real life, and this is often what you see in rings, as shown here and here. But the problem with this is not the natural formation of diamonds. This is what you get after you cut them, as you can see here. So this is what we see very often, and it is often cut from something like this. So when you put two of these on top of each other, it resembles that shape, because often a big one is cut out of the bottom side from here into here, and a smaller one is cut from the top. So that's just to clear up that misconception. Right, time to move on to more understanding. So here we have almost all the ores in Minecraft, and their dropped counterparts similar, and the amethyst is not the amethyst. That's because I used the amethyst crystal to remake the diamond, but this is one of the pieces. So if we look at the amethyst and we look at the sprite of it and then the real one here, they all look pretty good. Now for the copper, we've got something similar going on too. The iron, again, native iron, yes, it's a little bit of a different color, but still we're looking good. Quartz with the netherrack, okay, sure, but the quartz itself, pretty accurate. We've got gold, again, gold, you can find it like alluvially, you can find it in the rocks, it can look like nuggets, right color, it's looking good. Emeralds are actually oddly accurate. I don't know if this was the actual purpose, or if it was to look like a rupee from Zelda or something like that, but this shape is a hexagon, it is in the hexagonal habit, so it has this shape naturally, so this is pretty good. Lapis, now its shape, a bit ambiguous, but the color is good, so it is relatively accurate. And finally, we have diamond. Now the problem with this is, as I'll go on to explain in a second, this color is not really right, but this color isn't even quite right either. The only reason I've used this color is because most day-to-day interactions with diamonds are this kind of color, roughly. You know, so if you see someone's diamond or engagement ring, I just got engaged and this is the ring I got for my fiance, it shows a lovely white diamond. Now mine's kind of a bit of a weird one because it is actually white, but most diamonds are colorless, and most of them these days are grown in labs, but that's another beast to fight another day. So let's move on to the next problem within the diamonds, the color. So let's look at the color of diamonds. Now, contrary to belief, 95 to 98% of all diamonds that are mined underground come out in these three colors. You've got yellow, you've got brown, and you've got grey / whitish. Yeah, so that's 95 to 90%. That's almost all of them. So realistically, a diamond should be kind of a mixture of these colors. And my example should have been a mixture of these colors. Okay, so this is kind of what diamonds look like. It looks like this shape in kind of this color, nothing like this at all. Then we have got colorless diamonds. Now these are the ones you see on most people's engagement rings, you know, that beautiful, shiny, everything's flickering everywhere. Yeah, so kind of what you usually see. Lab grown diamonds are almost always colorless, so if you see this, yeah, that's what you're looking at. Next we have fancy colors. Now diamonds can be every single color of the rainbow, anywhere from blacks and reds all the way to greens and pinks. Some of them we still don't quite understand how they form, but nonetheless these things are exceedingly rare. You are very unlikely to ever see a natural color diamond in your lifetime. And finally we have blue. Now blue within the fancy color area only makes up 0.01% of all diamonds. That is so ridiculously rare. I am yet to see a natural blue diamond, and I've been studying gemology for just over a year and a bit now, but I've seen many diamonds and I've not seen a natural blue diamond. It is quite a rare thing to find. I've seen lab grown blue ones, but not natural. But so this is what I'm trying to explain. The natural Minecraft diamond looks nothing like a diamond, and the color chance of it being this color is nowhere near. But when you have all of these ones, which are pretty accurate, you know, and yes, I completely agree that these ones are new to the game. These were before. These ones were made when Notch was making Minecraft. So these ones are kind of more back then. And these ones are new sprites. This isn't what they used to look like at all. So I agree with that. But the emerald was, and that is pretty accurate. So finally, yes, this is why this is probably a better one representatively for people to learn and understand. Nonetheless, on that final note, I hope you've learned something new here today. And even besides all this knowledge and understanding about diamonds, I still think the Minecraft diamond is perfect in every possible way. It is one of the most iconic items I can think of. So again, I hope you learned something new, and I hope I've not put a sour taste in your memories. And thank you very much. I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.